everyone, my name's Kaelen. I'm one of the undergraduate admission counselors at Illinois Tech. Illinois Tech students and staff are going to be responding to your Ask a Scarlet Hawk questions about 1 to 2 times per week over the months of March and April. Our students will be responding to your questions focusing on campus life separately, but here are some counselors who are going to answer questions regarding financial aid, academics, career outcomes, and student services. What does Coterminal mean, and is it a double major? So our Coterminal program is not a double major. What our Coterminal program is that students are able to get their bachelor's and master's degree in 5 years, and all of the institutional scholarships that we awarded you will stay for that 5th year as well. So right now we are kind of relabeling. So we offer an accelerated master's program where you can seek out a Coterminal degree, or you have the option of selecting one of our bachelor and master's programs and seeking that out to do in 5 years. You will just need to have approval at the undergraduate and graduate level in order to do that. So Coterminal is not a double major. It is just a way for you to get your bachelor's and master's in 5 years and keep those undergraduate scholarships as well. There's a student who's interested in a Bachelor of Science in Information Technology and Management, or ITM, but they want to get their master's in Artificial Intelligence, Data Science, or Machine Learning. How hard would that be? So our ITM program is an applied program. It will be focusing on theory practices, but it'll also be kind of more hands-on. Our ITM program allows students to specialize in 9 different areas. One of them that you might be interested in is our data management and analytics. That's going to focus on the design, development, and administration of data resources on big data samples and populations to kind of solve complex real-world problems. So that's one specialization that you may want to look into. Another specialization that I want to mention is our Digital Systems Technology Embedded Systems, which is a mouthful. This is going to focus on the design and production of digital applications, intelligent devices, embedded systems, and smart technologies used for sophisticated operations in business and industry. So those are 2 specializations that you might be interested in. We do offer a minor in artificial intelligence, so that's another way to kind of get that information early on. In general, though, 74% of our ITM majors are employed full-time within 6 months of graduation. They're working at companies like Google, Motorola Solutions, Adobe Systems, Apple, and they're looking at a medium starting salary of $60,000. So you can get a job right away if you're interested in doing that. You can, of course, look at those master's programs. We do offer professional master's degrees in artificial intelligence and data science, so you can stay at Illinois Tech and pursue those options. So it is definitely feasible for you to major in ITM and still look into those other areas later on. Can I change my major when I commit to Illinois Tech or during my freshman year? Or if so, is it difficult to do so? So if you decide you want to change your major before classes have started, you just need to email your admission counselor and we'll be able to re-review your application to make sure you're still admissible to that new program and then make the switch in the system. So it's really easy. If you decide you want to change your major during your freshman year, so classes have already started, that's when you need to have a conversation with your academic advisor to figure out exactly what you need to do with submitting any paperwork or kind of getting that approval to switch your major over. I do want to say though that our students do take Introduction to the Profession their first semester, which gives you a really good idea about what you're getting yourself into. So you decided aerospace engineering, for example. You take ITP, you may have some guest speakers come in to talk about what they're doing out in the field. You may go to field trips in the area to companies nearby. Our aerospace engineering students are also kind of working on designing and modeling aircrafts within the 3rd to 4th week of classes. So it's a hands-on based class. You're able to get into the information that's necessary for you to decide whether or not this is the right fit for you early on. So a lot of students end up figuring out that this is the right path for them after their ITP class, or decide that I need to switch my major, and they're able to do that early on. So of course you can switch your major at any point. You can start switching it multiple times during your freshman year. You can wait a little bit later and maybe switch to your 2nd semester. We just recommend that by your sophomore year you should have a good idea of what you want to major in, just so that way you can start getting into those core content classes and not necessarily delaying your time here at Illinois Tech. How likely am I to get a job out of school, and what is the average overall starting salary for this school? So 86% of Illinois Tech graduates receive their intended first destination within 6 months of graduation. The majority of our students are either looking at having employment full-time or seeking education through graduate studies. The average starting salary based on self-reported data is $60,000. So The really nice thing about us is that our Office of Career Services has a link on their website where you're able to kind of find more specific information about your major called Career Outcomes. So you can actually select the specific college if you're torn between a couple different programs, maybe in the Armour College of Engineering, you're not really sure what engineering you want to go into, and you can look at data based on that, or you can select one of our specific programs like architecture, computer science, and mechanical engineering, you name it, and then you're able to find out all that information based on that specific program. So it's going to tell you what % of students are fully employed, what % of students are seeking education, what % of students have, found what school they're going to for that, or continuing to look for employment opportunities within those 6 months of graduation. The next section is going to talk about some of the top companies that are hiring our students based on whether you're looking at the college or the specific major. It'll also tell you the median starting salary for our students. The next section talks about kind of where our students are. Are they staying in Illinois? Are they going out of state? Which we see a lot of our students do move to other areas like California, Texas. And then the final section is also going to tell you kind of what, if students are seeking higher education, are they staying at Illinois Tech? What other schools are they looking at that they're getting accepted into? And then also what they're looking to study later on as well. Don't forget to subscribe to the Illinois Tech Hawk Preview TV channel for more updates, videos, and responses from us counselors and students. Current students will be responding to your questions later this week, so make sure you stay tuned. And then don't forget to visit our virtual information session page on Illinois Tech website for a list of upcoming webinars. Thanks, have a great day.